Hi, welcome to yet another video, and in this video I'm going to take you through the process of applying for the Kenya Power internships. Actually, I've tried to make this video as soon as I could because it could help those who are completing their either first year, second year or third year, and they want to proceed for the attachment. So we are going to go to the Kenya Power website, and I will take you through all the steps for applying for the internship or for applying for the attachment. So, and what you do, you come here, you just type Kenya Power. If you try to type it, it will quickly appear. You click on that, and then you go to careers and opportunities, about industrial attachment opportunities for January to March. But usually they usually open and close their website depending on if there are some students proceeding on attachment. So it will be open a few times in a year, so it's important that you keep on checking. But for the time being, the application is ongoing, and that's why I've tried to create this video the moment I've realized that the website is open. If we check here, the requirement for eligibility to apply for the attachment or internship is that you should be available during the full time for the duration of 3-month attachment. You must be a continuing student, either pursuing a degree, a diploma, or a craft from a recognized institution, and you should have a valid introduction letter from your running institution. I really recommend that you try to apply for the internship as quickly as you can, so that you do not miss on this opportunity. So let us now go through the process for the application. One, if you have not registered with the Kenya Power website, you need to register for you to be able to apply for the attachment. So we'll start for those who have not registered, or we can go through the whole process of registration application. If you have not registered, you need to click here so that you can go to the next step, and then a page will open where you can fill in your details and all the areas marked in red. They are mandatory for you to fill in. So I'll try to create my own account so that at least you can see everything that will be happening. I'm going to use some of my details. So here you need to type your name. That's my name. Probably you see it in my channel. And then I'll not type in my second name. So go to this point where you have the asterisk in red. I'll type in the other name so that I don't have to enter so many details. And then I'll need to type in my username. At least you need to have done some of these things before you can start the process of application. So I'll type the first name of my channel as my username, and then you need to have also thought of a password. I have already done that, so I'm trying to check it here. I think they require you to use a combination of capital letters, numerals, and then they also use to have non-alphanumeric characters. Try to remember your password so that later on you can still be able to log in into your account. Here you also require to enter your email. This is one of my email. You can always send your question to my email. in case you have one. I think my email is correct. Then you repeat your email again here. You can also check here the data privacy statement. You need to confirm if you have accepted the data privacy statement. So you can come here and click down here, yes. And then my page is not fitting properly. But down here, after where you are clicking yes, there's a button that is labeled register. It's not fitting on my screen, so just click there and you do register your registration. So what that being told, the username that I've decided to select is already assigned to somebody else, so I've tried to make a little change on it so that we can see whether it will be accepted. Maybe I can add another letter or a number. Let us try again. We see whether it will be accepted. I'll register. Down here there's a button for register. Let's see whether it will be accepted. I'll make that change on my notebook so that when I'm trying to log in again, I'll not be locked out because of forgetting my my username. So now what is happening? They have sent me an email to my Gmail account or to my email. So I'll go to my Gmail account. I've logged into my Gmail account, so I'll just type my password. And what we are going to do here, we'll make sure the areas marked with lead asterisk, we are going to make sure that we fill in the required details. So the first thing is the title here, either sir, madam or whatever. Some of them are not very necessary for application. So we are going to leave what we really do not need to have, so that we can make our application faster. I'm assuming by now you are a student, so you won't need to fill whether you are an engineer or a professor or whatever. You can just leave that. This we had filled it in the previous page. Then you can select your date of birth. So these buttons here will move you down the years. Please, we need an year that will make us be seen we are above that age of application. Let's say we stop at that point. We can choose the month using this button, I guess. Say January something. I'm just trying to guess a date here. And then we can select maybe here 20th. So 20th of January 1981, or no, 20th of March 1981. Then we can go ahead and choose a permanent resident. Say you live in this details, some of the details here we really do not need. Say you, of course we need to select the country. For our case here it is Kenya. You can just type letter K, and then you can say you live in which county. Say Nakuru county. I don't know many places in Nakuru, so let me select a place where I can be able to give more details. So say Nyeri or another county, and region, a region within Nyeri. Suppose you have selected Nyeri over there. So we can type in here. We see whether it will give us Nyeri again, or let me work with what I already know. Meru, because I know the postal code for Meru. The region is Meru County. Just click on the letter M. They will take you to everything that has M on it. So it's Meru County. The postal code for Meru is 60-200. Temporary resident, those fine details you can skip them for the time being. So that is a permanent resident. A permanent resident could still be a temporary resident, so you don't have to fill all the details. And you also need postal code for the temporary residents. Which area would you prefer to use for your contact permanent resident? We can have that for our contact. The email is already provided. Here private is a private mobile number. Because I do not want to have my mobile number here, I'm going to repeat my email as my private contact. This is a private number, and then we could have a mobile number or a business number. Let us just type something. We can even repeat the email as a business number, but of course, I believe when you are doing your application, you have your personal number, so you can type it there, or you can type in your mobile number. I'll say I select a number, just in the end of the number. Because I will leave it open, it will not allow me to proceed, so I just have to type something. Which telephone number would you prefer to use for your contact? Probably private, because this is an email. I not provide the other numbers. Internet preferences, the type of internet preference that we would want. Would you want to be accepted? What do you prefer to use? Social media, business network, homepage, blog, publication. I'll type the other references, and here I'll fill in my email address again. And link. Then we try to proceed to the next page. If you are allowed to go through to the next page, it means all the details we have provided are correct. If you are not allowed to go through to the next page, it means there is something we have missed, something. So I think that has been successful. And then we go to educational training. Here we need to fill in the details of the course we are undertaking, or if previously we had undertaken other courses, we need to fill in those details. So I'll just add one for the sake of time. So you can come here where there is a button add. You want to add the details of the course that you have undertaken. So you say you are studying in say Nairobi Technical. Nairobi Technical. I hope I'll be able to get all the details. Maybe that's where you are pursuing your course. Say you started in 20, I don't know whether those started in 2019, pursuing diplomas are through. Say you started Jan 2020. Add an extra month to get Jan 2020. And you started 16th Jan. Add date, say it will add in okay, I think let me add it will add in 2022. So here you can add say 2022 April or March on 14th, or maybe 14th or 17th, whichever date you want to add. You're just picking date randomly. And our country is Kenya. Just type letter K to be Location, Nairobi Technical is in Nairobi. Education type, what are you pursuing? You are pursuing, say, a diploma or a degree, I think. Or you're in college or a polytechnic. You're in college. Field education, say a diploma in mechanical engineering or electrical or civil, or a diploma in marketing, or say diploma in I will go with engineering courses, because later if I'm required to give more details about engineering, it will be easier for me than giving me details about business, simply because that's not my area. I may not be able to master a lot of details, and I wanted this to be done as quickly as we can. I want either a diploma in mechanical or a diploma in electrical. I can be able to say a few things about mechanical or electrical. So here we have a diploma in mechanical engineering. I think let us go for this diploma in mechanical. I don't know, mechanical engineering, which areas could they be doing in Kenya Power? I think I'll go for electrical. I'm not there. Okay, there are quite a number of things you can do in Kenya Power with a diploma in mechanical, but because I do not have time to keep on thinking about them, I'll go for a diploma in electrical if I can get it as quickly as I want. Okay, for the subject, I don't think that is very necessary. You can just say one subject in electrical engineering is power systems. I don't mean because Kenya Power is all about electrical engineering or electrical energy transmission and distribution. Actually, they have so many areas. If you are pursuing a course in business management, human resource, mechanical engineering, civil engineering, and accounting, and so many other areas, surveying, all those areas, you can still go ahead and apply for your attachment in Kenya Power. Only that I'm trying to select areas that I can be able to answer the questions quickly and make the video a bit shorter. Now, we had selected, we come from Meru County, so we are assuming we still want to go for attachment in Meru, but of course we could have selected any other area, only that for the sake of creating the video, I want to be able to remember what I've selected. So you type the time, let's see whether it will give us. So we selected Meru, yeah, we have it here, Meru County. That's where we come from, that's our home. And then we are pursuing a diploma. You can just say here diploma. Then grade, we are not yet done with our education probably, so we can just type NA. For the time being, that is not applicable because we are not done with our education. So we go ahead and say OK. Later on, maybe you can submit your first year transcript if you're in second year, or you can submit your first and second year transcripts if you're in third year. So we have added, this one is started school, this one we expect to finish, this one we study, this is the location of our college, our country, is our level, grade, we are not yet done, so we're going to repeat that. And then we can move on to the next step, we see whether we'll be allowed. If there is something we have skipped or we have not done, we will not be allowed to continue. About work experience, probably you did your first attachment somewhere. Probably you can add that. Maybe you did attachment at Kenja. Location, of course, it is where maybe you went at Naivasha or Kalia. Industry, it was about energy. So you can select that. Hierarchy, you are simply an attachee. Maybe you are maintenance department. Region, and I guess I think he's in Nakuru County. Functional area, let's see what they have here. I think that is you are the internship or preparation. Description of what you are doing, you can add a description. Maybe you want them to see you are doing something similar to what they are doing in Kenya Power. Probably you can see you are doing motor riding, although in Kenya Power there is not much motor riding, mostly is about transformer maintenance. So maybe you can say transformer maintenance. That means you want an opportunity to grow your your skill in that area. Of course, if you have said here you are attached as somewhere else, probably you need a letter of recommendation for that other organization where you are attached. So that one has been accepted. We move on to the next page. Preferences. This is about our desired location. So specify expectation you have for a new work relation. You can also describe your preference in your own word. So let's see what we have here. Of course, we want, we said we live in Meru. So we want the attachment to be, if we are to get that opportunity, we get in Meru. I think we can also add that, of course we live in Kenya, if we are in Meru. And then here the region, still is Meru. You can click transfer so that data can be saved. Then we move on to the attachment, the next step. So here we have said we have our educational background, we attach something for our educational background, and we attach something for our work experience. Okay, this is what you do. You choose a file for your experience. Of course, it will be good before your application you have all your documents on one place. You can click on that, academics, my document containing my academic documents. We have chosen it. So this is academic. I have not given it a name. You can call it academic or first year transcript. Is a certificate or a transcript. No, this is not a diploma certificate. You can just say other. Language, it is in English. And then you go ahead and say transfer to have our document saved. We had also said we did an attachment area, so we will also select that. We can give it a name. It is recommendation letter that we got at Kengen, and then attachment type. Let's go and get the file. So I'll not change the name. And then we go ahead and transfer the document there. So you are done with that. The next step is overview and release. So this enables us to see everything we have field. So from my address, name, the address, the last name, the date of birth. I've not given other addresses. For the private, I've given my email address. For the business number, I've given that. And for the document that I've tried to upload, I've given that. So far, what else have we given? We have said we act at Kengen from that period. That is the location, and that is what we did. So I think so far so good. Should there be other opportunities in future, should they consider us even if you have not applied for the job? So you can click on that box, or you can check there. And then we have already read the data privacy and we have accepted it. Then you can go ahead and say complete. So the application has been successful. You can log out. And we go to careers and opportunities. Because now we have already created an account and we are trying to do the application. All we need to do is to finish the application process. So we had filled in our data, education, work experience, preferences, attachment, overview and release. Go to employment opportunities. Click here on employment opportunities. Now we are applying for an attachment or internship. So you can just type here the search query, attachment. So search method. Scroll down here. Let's have that visible. We want attachment or preparation or internship. Select here, just type K for our country. Here, down here. Okay, we'll give you one of the options to select the country. We want a 3-year attachment, and we'll be working as attachee under supervision. And then down here, click on at least one such criterion must be filled. And then there's a start button down here, but you cannot see it because it's outside my screen capture. But you can move up here and find another start button, and you can start your search. So if you check on my applications, let's see whether we have managed. Sometimes it's taking a little bit of time for the system to process, so you can be a little bit patient. And then here you'll notice that one application has sailed through. And then if you go back after the application have sailed through, you'll notice that on the application cockpit or on the application wizard, they have added 3 more boxes. The first one is questionnaire, so you fill in the questionnaire, and here they require you which academic program are you currently pursuing. So you select here is a diploma. What is the area of specialization for your course? The area of specialization is electrical and electronics, engineering, per option. Remember, we have said this is not the only area of specialization that Kenya Power provide attachment opportunities. areas like business management, human resource, accounting, mechanical engineering, civil engineering, surveying, GIS, so many fields, sales and marketing, all those areas. It's only that I'll try to select an area that I can easily answer the questions. So it isn't that I'm insisting that it must be from a certain area. So the next one is, what year of study are you currently in? Let's assume you are in a second year of study. Do you have any introduction letter? Of course, from the requirement for the attachment application, they will require you to have your application letter. Your introduction letter from your institution. So they're asking, do you have an introduction letter from your running institution? A copy of introduction letter from institution should be included. So that is a requirement. Of course, you are going to add that in your attachments. You saw the way you are adding attachments, so I'll not go back to adding the attachments. Have you been previously attached in Kenya Power? If no, you can say no. If yes, you can say yes. If successful, where would you, out of the 7 counties, where would you prefer to be placed? And because we had said our permanent residence is Meru, we just say Meru, or you can say just say Meru, because that's, they will decide which area of Meru. Are you a person living with disability? You can give the answer. If yes or if not, you can give the answer there. If you are a person living with disability, please specify the nature of disability. If you had said no, of course, you will not specify any disability, but if you had said yes, at least you need to specify the disability. Then you go ahead and add your cover letter. Cover letter is simply an application letter. Where did you find out about us? Say you heard it from this YouTube channel. You can say if somebody sent you an email, or you read that in a newspaper or social networks. Maybe a friend told you, or others. So you have said you heard it maybe from the channel, other sources. Why are you applying for the attachment? Why are you applying for the Why are you applying for this employment opportunity? You create a short application cover letter here that can provide more details about why you are interested in the job. Of course, you can introduce by saying who you are in this institution, by this is your area of specialization, this is why you want to be in Kenya Power, you already have these skills or this knowledge. But to make my video short, because you have already done communication skill, how to write letters, I will not dwell on that, but you must do it. I believe I'll be allowed to go on to the next step without feeling that, so that we can make our video short. So you got to complete our application. You can now submit our application. So you had already ticked these boxes, so you can check whether your application wizard or your details are okay. Not application wizard, but your personal details are okay. And then here you can just click send application now. So I'll later delete this application. I think I saw an option for deleting the application. Now that the application have been sent, if I go back to my email, I'll see they have sent an application saying that here I'm getting your application was sent, so I'll be considered for that attachment. And let me go back to my email and see what is happening there. I have not received a confirmation email. I should receive another email. The first one took a bit of some time. I had to post the video, so I think I'm also going to do the same. But remember, you have to do this application as quickly as you can, because the longer you wait, the more the system probably will be overwhelmed, and to take probably more time to set the application. I'll try to upload this video as quickly as I can, as I've created it at night. I've just come from the field, but I've decided to make sure I create the video for you so that within the few remaining days you can be able to do the application. But remember, even when the application is closed, that's not the end of it. You still need maybe to learn how to do your intern application the next time you open the website, or if you're in second year, you need that later in your third year, or if you're in second year, you need that later in your third year, or if you are finishing your studies, you still need to do your application for the internship. You can also have everything and they will consider you for future job. So it's not about attachment. You can still later apply for the job that will be coming, or you can set everything so that in future you'll be considered for other jobs. So just make sure you are conversant with the whole application process by watching the entire of this video, and always keep on checking the Kenya Power website. And finally we have our letter. Just taken a few minutes, 5 minutes, so you can be a little bit patient so that you can get the letter. So you can see they have given me all the details, and then it means I'll be eligible for that application. So I'm going to stop the video at that point, but just remember, so I'm going to stop the video at that point, but just remember to do your application as quickly as you can. And if you have not managed to do the application in time, and if you've not managed to do the application in time, you can always do your application the next time they open the system. The most important thing is to be conversant with the entire application process, so that you are able to apply for the job opportunities that will come later in Kenya Power. And in future we'll do a video for application for KenGen and other government parastatals or other private organizations, so that we are conversant with the entire application process for the various companies, and you can always apply for the job opportunities, and if your documents and the application details in the various company websites.